So guys, ये मैथ्स एनसीईआरटी क्लास 7 चैप्टर 7 कॉन्ग्रुएंस ऑफ ट्राइंगल्स का पार्ट 2 है. सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड.
सो गाइस, हमने ये तो पढ़ लिया कि अगर हमें ये जानना है कि दो ट्राइंगल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट हैं या नहीं, तो हम उनको सुपरपोज करके देख सकते हैं, एक के ऊपर एक रख के देख सकते हैं. बट क्या हम हमेशा ये कर सकते हैं? नहीं कर सकते. कभी कभी हमें हमें बिना ये चेक करें कि वो एक दूसरे के ऊपर रख के एक दूसरे को कवर कर रहे हैं या नहीं, हमें ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है ये जानने की कि वो कॉन्ग्रुएंट हैं या नहीं. तो ऐसे में अब हम ऐसा तरीका ढूंढेंगे जिससे हम ये जज कर सकें कि ट्राइंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट है या नहीं, विदाउट द सुपरपोजिंग मेथड एंड विद द अप्रोप्रिएट मेजरमेंट्स. यानी उनका मेजर क्या है, इस बेसिस पे हम ये बताएंगे कि वो कॉन्ग्रुएंट है या नहीं. साउंड्स इंटरेस्टिंग. तो यहाँ पे सबसे पहले हमें ये पता होना चाहिए कि यहाँ पे एक ट्राइंगल है ABC, जिसकी ए बी है 5 सेंटीमीटर, AC है 3.4 एंड BC है 5.5. तो अब हम ये देखेंगे कि अगर हमें तीन ट्राइंगल्स की लेंथ दी हुई है, तीनों साइड्स की लेंथ दी हुई है, तो हम ट्राइंगल कैसे ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. तो सबसे पहले हमने BC बना लिया 5.5 सेंटीमीटर का. यहाँ पे देखिए अभी हम ये मान के चलेंगे कि वी हैव ड्रॉन BC. नाउ वी विल टेक B एज अ सेंटर पॉइंट. So B is our center and we will take a compass and draw an arc at 5 centimeter. So we have drawn an arc at 5 centimeter. And we will make point A over here. So this is point A where the arc is drawn. Now we will take C as a center and we will draw an arc of 3.4 centimeter. So this will be our arc. And now we will make a line segment BA and CA. So this is how easy it is to make a triangle with the lengths given. So guys, abhi we drew a congruent of the triangle ABC. Here is ABC. See, ABC. We drew the congruent of the triangle ABC over here with the help of the arc method. So this is side 1. This is side 2 and this is side 3. So we drew a congruent triangle with the help of the measurements of the three sides of a triangle given to us. So we will call this SSS criterion, which means side criterion. So what does it state? Triple S congruence criterion. If under a correspondence, three sides of a triangle are equal, the three corresponding sides of another triangle, then triangles are congruent. Which means, if we saw that the sides of the triangle ABC are 5 centimeter, 5.5 centimeter and 3.4 centimeter. With this measurement, we made another triangle 5 centimeter, 5.5 centimeter, 3.4 centimeter. Three sides, side 1, side 2 and side 3. So correspondence yani points ABC of triangle 1 is corresponding to point ABC in triangle 2. The three sides of one triangle yani side AB, BC and CA are equal to three corresponding sides of another triangle. Yani our second triangle, the sides AB, BA and CA, then the triangles are congruent. So basically the SSS congruence criterion means that if the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of the other triangle, the triangles are congruent. So let's look at one more example. In triangle ABC and PQR, this is ABC, this is PQR. The sides are 3.5 centimeter, 3.5 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 7.1 centimeter. So In the other triangle the sides are 7.1 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 3.5 centimeter. Now we need to examine whether they are congruent or not. If yes, then write the congruence relation in symbolic form. So here it is given that AB is equal to PR because AB is also 3.5 centimeter and PR is also 3.5 centimeter. BC is equal to PQ because BC is also 7.1 centimeter, PQ is also 7.1 centimeter. AC is equal to QR because AC is equal to 5 centimeter and RQ or QR is also equal to 5 centimeter. This shows that the three sides of the triangle are equal to the three sides of the other triangle. यानी इस triangle की three sides ABC are equal to the three sides of the triangle PRQ. So by the SSS congruence rule, यानी side congruence rule, these two triangles are congruent because the three sides are equal. So we will write it as A is corresponding to R, B is corresponding to P and C is corresponding to Q. So ABC is corresponding to RPQ. Now we have an important note here. The order of the letters in the names of congruent triangles display the corresponding relationships. Thus, when we write ABC is congruent to RPQ, we know that A lies on R, B lies on P and C lies on Q. AB along RP, BC along PQ and AC along RQ. इसका मतलब कि जब भी हम लिखते हैं कि two triangles are congruent to each other, तो we cannot write it like हमारा मन करा ABC is congruent to QRP or ABC is congruent to PQR or ABC is congruent to RPQ. We cannot write it like this. There is a special alphabetical order. हम ABC is congruent to RPQ तभी लिख सकते हैं जब point A is congruent to R, point B is congruent to P and point C is congruent to true, which means A is equal to R, B is equal to P and Q is equal to C. Then only we can write that ABC is equal to RPQ. So guys, अब हमारे पास एक ट्राइंगल है ABC और हम इसका एग्जैक्टली कॉन्ग्रुएंट बनाना है विद बिट्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. तो एक इन्फॉर्मेशन ये है कि हमारी एक लाइन सेगमेंट 5.5 सेंटीमीटर का है. सो लेट्स दिस बी ऑफ 5.5 सेंटीमीटर. Second is of 3.4 centimeter. So let this be 3.4 centimeter. And the angle between these two lines, which means this angle is of 65 degree. So this angle is of 65 degrees. Now we have to make this triangle exactly congruent as this. Now this triangle, which is ABC, is just a rough drawing. It is not exactly the measurement. So how we will draw the triangle? We will make a line BC of length 5.5 centimeter. We will take C as a center and draw an arc at 65 degrees. So this angle is now of 65 degrees. Now we will again take C as the center and draw an arc at 3.4 centimeter. So now we have this line as 3.4 centimeter, this line as 5.5 centimeter and this angle as 65 degrees. Now we will join B and A and we will get the third line as well, which is BA. So now we have drawn a triangle ABC with the measurement of side 1, side 2 and one angle, which means side, angle, side. So this is the SAS congregation criteria of knowing that the two angles are congruent. So let's see the definition. SAS congruence criterion. If under a correspondence, two sides and one angle including between the triangles are equal to two corresponding sides and the angle between them of another triangle, they are congruent. Which means that if in a triangle, say which means that this is the side angle side congregation. So this means that if the side of one angle under a correspondence, if two sides and one angle, which means this is one side, this is two side, and this is one angle. Two sides and one angle of one triangle, so that is triangle 1, is corresponding to two sides and one angle, which means we have two triangles ABC and ABC. This is A, this is B, this is C. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Now this is AB and this is also AB. So both the ABs should be congruent or equal, should be corresponding. And this is BC and this is BC. So both the BCs should also be corresponding. And this is angle, this is angle. So both the angles should also be equal. Okay, so to understand SAS criteria better, we will look at example 4. I have made a rough drawing of triangle ABC and DEF. What we have to do is that we have to figure out whether the two triangles ABC and DEF are congruent or not using the SAS rule. SAS rule states that if two sides of a triangle and the angle are corresponding to the other two sides of the triangle and the angle, then the triangle is congruent. So let's see. In the first example, AB is of 7 centimeter. So AB is of 7 centimeter. BC is of 5 centimeter. So BC is of 5 centimeter. Angle B is of 50 degree. So angle B is of 50 degree. Here DE is of 5 centimeter. DE is of 5 centimeter. EF is of 7 centimeter and angle E is of 50 degrees. Now we will see whether they are congruent or not. So the answer is that yes, they are congruent. Why? So now angle B is corresponding to angle E because they are both 50 degrees. And we learned that two angles are congruent or corresponding or equal if their measure is same. B is corresponding to E. Then A is corresponding to F because the line BA is of 7 centimeter and line EF is also of 7 centimeter, and we have learned that two line segments are corresponding if their length is equal. So their length is equal. Now when their length is equal, then the points will also be corresponding. Now we have got that under the SAS congruence, we got one angle equal, we got one side equal. Now what we want is one more side equal. So now point C is also corresponding to point D because BC is of 5 centimeter and EF is also of 5 centimeter. So now we have two sides BA, BC and ED, EF corresponding to each other and one angle, angle E, angle B corresponding to each other, which means that they satisfy the SAS congruence criterion.
So now we have understood that two triangles are congruent only under the SAS criteria only if their one side is congruent to the other, or their one side is corresponding to the other, their other side is corresponding to the other, and their one angle which is between the two sides is corresponding to the other angle which is between the two sides. So now you guys can do the other examples by yourself, B and C. And if you want to know whether your answers are right, you can mail us. We will definitely reply back. Okay, so now we will look at ASA congruence criteria. So if under a correspondence, two angles and the included side of a triangle are equal to the two corresponding angles and the included side of the triangle, then the triangles are congruent. This means that if the side of one triangle, which is AB and DE, and the two angles adjacent, which means B and A, E and D, are equal or are corresponding, then the triangle is congruent. So B has to be corresponding to E, A has to be corresponding to D, and BA has to be corresponding to ED. Then the two angles will be congruent under the ASA congregation criterion. Okay, so now we will study example 6. So by the SAS congruence rule, which means that the one angle should be the two angles should be corresponding to the other two angles of the other triangle, and the side between the two angles should be corresponding to the other side between the angles of the other triangle. So by the ASA congruence rule, we need to establish that a triangle ABC is in correspondence to angle QRP, or they are congruent to each other. For this we will make the two triangles, but first let's read the question. So it is given that BC is equal to RP. So we need two angles and one side, but what we are given is just one side. We know that this side is corresponding, but what about the other two angles? This means that for establishing the that ABC is in congruence with QRP, we also need the measurement of the angles. So for this, the solution is given. So the additional information we need is that angle B is equal to angle R and angle C is equal to angle P. So these two angles are corresponding. So with this we can infer that B and C are the other two angles, and the line is between them is BC, and R and P are the angles of the other triangle, and the line is RP. So now we will make the triangle. So guys, our BC and RP are equal. It is given over here. हमें नीचे दिया हुआ है कि angle B is equal to R and angle C is equal to P. B is equal to R, C is equal to P. So guys, ASA congruence rule states that two angles and one side should be corresponding to the two angles and one side. Now we know B is corresponding to R, which means one angle. C is corresponding to P, which means the other angle. BC is corresponding to RP, which means one line. So ASA criteria is fulfilled, which means that ABC and QRP, both the triangles, are congruent to each other. AOC, BOD. We have to tell whether these are congruent or not. So now we have 70 degree and 70 degrees. So technically D and C both are corresponding. So we have AC, which is of 3 centimeter, and DB, which is of 3 centimeters. So technically CA and DB must be corresponding. So we have fulfilled A, one angle, and S. Now what about the other A? AC is our side and 70 degree is one of the angles, then this angle A should be the other angle, because the side between the two angles must be in between them. So how will we know that what is the measure of these two angles and whether they are corresponding or not? So now we see that this angle and this angle, they both are equal. Why? They both are equal because they are vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are always equal. So angle O of this side and angle O are both 30 degrees. So this is also 30 degrees. Now with the angle sum property, which means that sum of all the three angles is equal to 180. So we will use angle sum property. So 70 plus 30, which is 100, and 100 plus x is equal to 180, which means the angle A should be 180 minus 100, which is 80 degrees. So angle A is 80 degrees with the angle sum property. And this angle B should also be 80 degrees. Why? Because here also we will use the angle sum property. So 70 plus 30, 100. 180 minus 100 is 80 degrees. So now we have that angle A is corresponding to angle B, angle D is corresponding to angle C, and AC is corresponding to DB. So let's conclude the angle side angle rule. So this is one angle, this is one angle, this is one side, this is the other side, this is the angle, and this is the angle. Angle side angle. Triangle AOC is corresponding to triangle BOD. So before moving on, we have a remark over here. So given two angles of a triangle, यानी अगर दो angles हैं triangle के, for example these two angles are given to us, we can also find the third angle of the triangle using the angle sum property like we did over here. So we can find this angle with the angle sum property, that 70 plus 30 will be 100 and the sum of the three angles is 180. So 180 minus 100 will be 80, which is the third angle. So whenever two angles on one side of a triangle are equal to the corresponding two angles on the other side, we can convert it to two angles and the included side form of congruence and apply the ASA congruence rule. What does this mean? This means that whenever, like over here, two sides are given, this, and they are congruent to this and this, because this is also 30 degrees. So in this case, we can always find the third angle using the angle sum property or vertically opposite or all these properties, and then we can use the angle side angle congruence rule. So guys, अब हम पढ़ेंगे congruence and the right angle triangle, which means RHS congruence criteria. So RHS congruence में क्या होता है कि अगर हमें ये पता है कि दो ट्राइंगल्स का जो राइट एंगल है वो तो कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग होगा ही, क्योंकि वो हमेशा इक्वल होता है, plus the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the line just opposite to the right angle. So AC, and in any one line which is either AB or BC, any one line among the two, the right angle and the hypotenuse are corresponding to the any one line, hypotenuse and right angle of the other triangle, then it is a congruent triangle. सो इसका मतलब है कि कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस में अगर हाइपोटेनस एंड कोई भी एक साइड इक्वल होगी दूसरे ट्राइंगल के हाइपोटेनस एंड कोई भी एक साइड की, तो ट्राइंगल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट होंगे, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली द राइट एंगल इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट द हाइपोटेनस एंड द वन साइड. नाउ लेट्स डू इट विद एन एग्जाम्पल. So given below are the measurements of some parts of two triangles. So there are two triangles, two right angle triangles which we will draw. So we need to find out whether the two triangles are congruent or not using the RHS congruence. RHS congruence means that the hypotenuse any one side and the right angle should be equal. Right angle is already equal, hypotenuse has to be equal, and any one side. So guys, now we have example 8. So we need to make two triangles ABC and PQR. Now one mistake that you all will do here is you will make this P, this Q and this R. This will make the whole answer wrong. So what you need to do is you need to look at the measurements given. Now it is given that angle P is of 90 degrees, so it will come over here and then we will get the exact measurement and how to exactly make the triangle. So before jumping on to make the triangle, make sure that you read the measurements. So now let's solve the question. We will do part 1. So angle B is 90 degrees. Here also angle B is 90 degrees and AC is 8 centimeter, AC is 8 centimeter, AB is 3 centimeter, AB is 3 centimeter. Then angle P is 90 degree, PR is 3 centimeter, QR is 8 centimeter. Now first we already know that these two angles are corresponding because their measure is same and they are equal. Then let's look at the hypotenuse. Now the measure of the hypotenuse is, which is the line opposite to the right angle, it is 8, and here also it is 8 centimeters. So now the hypotenuse is also corresponding. Now we just need is that one of the arms of the right angle, which is the line adjacent or line by the side of the right angle, so either PR or PQ, one of them should be corresponding. So here we have AB is of 3 centimeter and RP, it is also of 3 centimeter. So this condition is also fulfilled. So the answer is that yes, they are congruent. Why? Because we have one right angle, one angle which is corresponding, we have one hypotenuse which is corresponding, and we have one other side which is corresponding. So by the RHS congruence rule, the ABC and RPQ, both the triangles are congruent to each other.